Test, test. 1, 2, 3. You know what we need? We need some music. We need a countdown clock and music. I think we can download and get some streamable music. So we'll do that next time. It'll be less boring. But we don't really need to hide much anymore. Let's get straight into it. Alright, that was me. Welcome, good morning. It's almost 1 a.m. and we have some very, very fun flight ahead of us. Something that in real life is one of the best business jets in the world. It is the fastest civilian jet in the world right now. It can cruise at 521. True. That is just beyond ridiculous. And that add-on was the best GA add-on for many years. I believe until FlySimware came up with their Falcon, which now probably is the best. So yeah, let's do a quick flight. We have some cool sceneries, both in at the Gold Coast and in Sydney. We are up here at Platinum. I can see that the Streamlabs, I changed some encoding settings in Streamlabs, so it's reducing quality a little bit. Forgive me for that, but at least we won't have any crashes, I think. And it should be smooth and nice. Okay, I have countless hours in that airplane in the sim over the years. I've flown one in real life, but only from the right seat. I didn't actually fly it, but I flew in one, and it is spectacular. It's small. I'm 6'4", so of course it's small. Everything is small for me. But all those small. Well, this is a mid-size, super mid-size cabin category. Okay, let's do it. Now, the Gold Coast is closed after 13 hours Zulu. The Gold Coast Tower is closed after 13 hours Zulu. Now it's 14:53, so obviously it's class Golf. We do have Brisbane approach that it says they're covering the Gold Coast, so we're going to give them a call and ask if they are sort of following the real procedures, and we're going to depart OCTA, and then we might call and taxing out and get the code, get a transponder, and then give them a call in the air. Just making sure everything is working. That's what you do at 1 a.m. These flights are the best at night. Now, some interesting information is that there's a SIGMET, severe turbulence between flight level 280 and 380. And there's no point climbing much higher because at our speeds, you know, we would spend like 5 minutes at cruise. So, plus, I mean, in real life we would just go a little slower and try to get above the turbulence, maybe even go to 43,000 feet. Hell, if you had to, go 47. 51 even, because it can, and it has gone to 51 in real life and the sim. We're going to be very light and it's cold up there. But because we're in the sim, turbulence is fun in the sim, so why the hell not? So we're going to go right through it at 36,000 feet. We'll see. Now, the wind, the jet stream is actually significant, and 30, 32, and 34 are still not too bad, looking at real aviation weather. So we'll probably sit at 34,000 feet. 6, 8, and 40, we would have about almost 100 knot crosswind, so we don't want that. So yeah, we'll sit probably at 34. Now it's cold and dark, so we're gonna go all the way from the beginning. It's just fun that way. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, obviously, this is a very, very old add-on, but systems and how it flies, it is unbeatable. Until today, it's really unbeatable. It just doesn't look very pretty, but that's fine. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's power up. I mean, come on. Hello, we got a few people already. That's exciting. So I guess you all like the Citation 10 is just a spectacular aircraft. Absolutely love it. Again, because it's middle of the night, I'm trying not to be too loud. Don't want to wake up my daughter, so forgive me if I sound a little funny. I'm trying to get closer. Okie dokes. You know what? We can just do that. Let me just confirm that this stream is working. I'm just gonna check the iPad. Test 1, 2, 3. You know what? Yeah, it sounds good. Well, my voice is weird, but this mic is awesome. Right. I like using the proximity effect on it. Gives me a little bit extra bass, which I like. Okay. Let's follow the real life procedures. I got the checklist somewhere on the iPad, but I've done it so many times that I'll just try to do it without. Having said that, I haven't flown an airplane in, I don't know, a couple of years now. So bear with me, but it's just such a fun airplane. And you know what, when you fly at night, you don't really see the graphics that much, so it doesn't hurt you, especially after, you know, a year of using the new Microsoft Sim. So it's not as painful flying this. That is just water for now. Okay, battery comes on, rather. And oh god, that's loud. I don't know if it's that loud, it's just my headphones, but I'm going crazy here. I think it's loud. We're gonna turn it down in a sec. Now we are under our own power, so we need nav lights. That is good. What do you mean check data load 48? Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that message before. In about 10 years of flying this airplane. Huh. It's just my luck. Alright, never mind. Look, first thing we do, very quickly, let's get the IRSs going. Okay, they're off battery, so load. That goes to flight plan. This one will go to position sensors and status. And now we got 5 minutes. Alright. Awesome. Now here's the flight plan. We filed it, but I'm going to show you so you can see. We could actually retrieve it, but I'm going to type it in quickly. It's really quick. Apogee and H91 Corky. Apogee H91. Oh, whoops. Oh, crap. Yeah, see, I accidentally pressed it on the left instead of the right. My apologies. We'll just have to delete that. Yeah, that's what I meant. No, hang on. No, that's right. Wait. Apogee, then H91 Corky. What in the... Oh! Oh my goodness, I forgot. This is not how you do it in the... Yeah, it has been a while. It's with a full stop. H91 with dot Corky. Wow. Of course. Told you this is the first time in many years that I'm doing that. And H12 Bori. That is good, and we close that. I remember you gotta close it. Now, performance initialization. Nope, we're gonna go full speed, max speed, which is why we fly at 10, because it's such a fast, awesome airplane. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet in Australia. And let's go at 34,000 feet. Rather, flight level 340, that is fine. Now winds, winds are not too bad at that altitude. I'll show you. Told you. Oh, okay. That's slightly different from the real life weather, but that's okay. And yes, this is FSX. You're not seeing it wrong. But at night, you know what? It's fine. But yeah, it gets really nasty as we get higher. So we're gonna we should actually sit at 30,000 feet maybe. Nah, let's go to 34. So we've got 295 at 135. Jesus Christ. That's gonna be bumpy. At altitude 34,000 feet. Otherwise we'll interpolate. Okay. Fuel. Now we have 2 people. And we have 20 pounds of cargo. Okay. That checks. Now departure. Wind is calm. We just checked the weather. Wind is calm. So there you go. And 5,000. Yeah, no cloud detected. Temperature is 10. It's a very cold night. QNH 1024. So we're gonna depart on runway 14. Pagi 5. Activate. And verify that against the Navigraph. Checks, and direct Apagi. That checks. Departure is really easy. There's no restrictions or anything going off runway 14. So yeah, it's really simple. Correct. Now take off. Wind is calm at the airport, which is quite ironic given that, you know, at 30,000 feet it's over 100 knots. But on the ground it's dry. Okay, and we've got our speeds. 114, 117, 130, 190. Okay, so V2 of 130. So we've got the performance ready. Now, you know what, it's 1 minute left. Let's, I forgot where it is. Nav, tune, and transponder. That's fine. Okay, this one's good, so we got progress. We will talk to the ATC, so let's leave that. But for now, COM1 and COM2 is gonna be his frequency, 124.7. So we'll put that on COM2 and we'll just keep switching when we talk to him and we stay on the Unicom. So that is good. Okay, we can fire up the engines. Like I said, the oh, cross tie closed. You know, all this time, see what I forgot. APU fire test and APU start. Hold it. until it engages. There we go. Should have done it immediately. That's okay, but it spools out quickly. So what we can do in the meantime is set up the MFD, post V-speeds, and this we'll put at 5, this one will stay at 2.5, and we go to FMS. That is fine. Let's put floodlights on. That looks pretty nice. And we don't need max cool. It's a cold night, so that's good enough. We're getting some air now. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start the engine. So beacon comes on. Let's have a quick look around. Nope, nobody. So let's start the engines. I can do it both this way and this way. Doesn't that sound beautiful? That is just so good. I'll turn it down in a second. I just wanted to enjoy that sound. I hope you enjoy it too. That is just awesome. Okay, we got a good engine. Now, start one. And 2 is rising. Okay, we can open cross tie.
Slight extend, once far.
Oh, right, it's actually at flaps 15. That is good. We can shut down the APU. Just close the master. I keep using the camera shortcuts from from Microsoft Sim, which is annoying. Let's get that a little bit bigger. So let's brief the departure very quickly. Try getting 139 too small, turn right heading to right. Okay, yeah, that's easy, just follow the waypoints, but initially it's 139, which is runway heading at the Gold Coast. And initially climb 5, so let's leave it at 5. He might give us, no, he's not going to give us different clearance, because we're on the part OCTA. But let's put 5 for now. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Just because. Wow, it's still loud, okay. Oops. That's right. Okay, so let's start taxiing, and then we're going to call him and get the code. Okay, we need to swing around and taxi lights on. And I usually like, there we go, just one notch to the left. That is sweet. That's easy. Okay, so we're going to call him now and tell him that we're going to depart OCTA and ask for traffic maybe, and oh. I was trying to avoid it so we don't get any errors, but that is fine. That's looking good. I'm just, we can put the recognition lights on. And seat belts. Okay, let's call him on COM 2. Is he still on yet? Brisbane. And Brisbane approach, good evening, citation Kilo Romeo Zulu is taxiing Gold Coast from Sydney. Just request code and traffic information.
In Kilo Romeo Zulu, Brisbane approach today, squawk 1515, no reported IFR traffic.
1515, Kilo Romeo Zulu, cheers. Yep, so let's put 1515. Okay, this is a funny setup, so we're actually crossing an active runway, even though the runway begins sort of a little ahead of us. So let's flip the strobe lights on as well. And we're gonna switch back to COM 1 and Unicom, and yeah, just do a normal class golf departure and call him airborne. He is very quiet though, so I need to tweak this a little more. Let's get him louder. And the sim softer. I don't know, I hope you can still hear it. It should be fine. Okay, back to Unicom. Although we can monitor COM 2. There we go. In case he's trying to call us. And traffic Gold Coast citation, Kilo Romeo Zulu, taxi runway 14, traffic Gold Coast. Now we have to call him before 3,500 feet because that's going to be his airspace. So you got to be careful. So we'll call him pretty much straight away. Just, you know, clean up in a couple hundred feet. Maybe engage the autopilot, and we're going to give him a call probably about 1,000 feet. Okay, landing lights on, taxi lights off, recognition, strobe, heats. Okay, let's do a quick lineup check. Lights, we've got camera, and yep, we're good. Actions, flaps. Flaps are set, 15. Yaw damper is off, it's automatic on the 750, on citation 10. Sorry, just to fix my iPad. Okay, we've got trims. The trims are good. The heats are on, so let's go. And traffic Gold Coast, citation Kilo Romeo Zulu lining up and departing runway 14 traffic Gold Coast. Not sure why it's that. Should be 139. Did I do that? I don't know. We did call, but let's have a look. Yeah, the approach is clear. No one's doing anything on this runway because it's, you know, calm wind. Do expect that somebody might be, you know, flying from the opposite side or landing, most likely landing from there. Okay, off she goes. Let's fly this baby. I'm so excited. Alright, everything's good. Alright, take off detent. Okay, V speeds are posted, so we're good. There's gonna be a bit of wind soon. Check. Rotate. Just look how good it flies. Positive rate. Gear up. Holy cow. And it's windy already. Haha. Okay, so nav and VNav. Wait for about 170 knots, then we're gonna extend. Oh my gosh. There we go. It's already happening. So now we can call him. 170, flaps out. And Brisbane approach, citation Kilo Romeo Zulu, departing Gold Coast, passing 2000.
Kilo Romeo Zulu, Brisbane approach, then 5 passing 2,400, clear to Sydney via Cudgen flight plan route, climb maintain flight level 180.
Clear to Sydney via buggy flatland route, climb flight level 180, Kilo Romeo Zulu. Either it's my settings or he's very quiet, one way or another. Okay, climb 180. 180. Oh yeah, climb detent. Now the FADEC actually works on this airplane. Eaglesoft did that, and it works. That is... Oh, come on. Oh no, oh no. Something's with the computer, I cannot change that. Oh shit, why? And you see how it overshot? Great. Let's see if it does that here. Nope. Here is fine. So, how come... Oh, okay, we had to return that. That's fine. That was actually me. I forgot that you have to return to the main menu if you want to adjust the range rings. But this airplane is passing transition altitude 10,000 feet. Standard is set. Passing 10,000, it speeds up. I'm not touching anything. The FADECs are doing their job. Well, FADEC. Okay, landing lights on, passing 10,000 feet. We can put engine sync on fan. That is looking good. Seatbelts off. Tail flood off, we don't need that. Everything else stays on. And everything is looking fine. Look at that. I'm just so excited about this airplane. Yes, it's not the prettiest outside, but inside there's just nothing wrong with it. And if you fly at night, it's fine. But it's done so unbelievably well. They announced that they're gonna start working on it. They will be working on it for the for the Microsoft Sim. But as much as they used to be amazing, now they are the customer service and just basically their public image is tarnished. They don't give a damn about people anymore. So that's very sad, and everything is extremely slow. They post on their Facebook like once a year or twice a year. Some previous shots were posted 2 years ago, and they said coming soon, and it's been over 2 years, and there's like literally nothing, not a single update. So if they do eventually release this for the new sim, that will be a reason to celebrate, honestly. Okay, we're climbing to 18,000. He's gonna hand us off very soon to Unicom because there's, well, nobody else. So that's okay. Thank you, Mr. Robert Reed. Hey, isn't that the guy from channel... No, he's not Robert. The US Hollywood correspondent.
Kilo Romeo Zulu leaving my airspace to the southwest. Center is offline. Identification radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Thanks for helping. Good night, Kilo Romeo Zulu. In that case, let's keep climbing. Just keep climbing. Just keep climbing. We can do whatever we want now, really. So let's go to 34. I'm looking forward to those bumps. Let's see how... Okay. We're on Unicom. See how everything works. Everything works in this airplane. There's no nasty... there's a camera. No nasty surprises. No things that... Oh, this is not simulated. It's like literally nearly every single system is simulated. You want weather radar? No big deal. Here it comes. I could do it this way. Let's just do it this way. Including turbulence. Yep. And it's on, except you won't see anything on the radar because it's a clear night. There's like literally no cloud outside. I'm in Sydney and there's 0 clouds outside, and I just went shopping because, you know, we're under lockdown. So I went to Coles to get some groceries, like literally at 11, almost at 11, after 11 p.m. So I came back at midnight exactly. There's the least amount of people in the shops. And nobody cares if you sign in or not sign in. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Attention all stations, science is approaching 1527 Zulu is approaching on $1 calculation on when we do that flight today.
See, everything is simulated. Not cabin, obviously. Who cares about cabin announcements? But honestly, everything is just such a good airplane. My God. Now, it is a quick flight, so what we're going to do, we're going to look at the arrival into Sydney and program it, and I'll show you some cool things. This is the cabin. Obviously, it's not as pretty as some of the stuff now, which is okay. But you can sit down. But tell me, which add-on can do this now? 1, TV. Oh, hang on. You get there. You open the cabinet. You get a glass of wine glass and the wine. And you can enjoy. I think there's a way to get the girl sitting here. I forgot how. I know there used to be a way. So basically you're flying there. I mean, it's not a single pilot. There has to be 2 pilots at all times. So you've got a co-pilot and yeah. And you have your wife or girlfriend, preferably not both at the same time. And, you know, at the back enjoying the wine and display. Of course, it doesn't really look like Australia, but that's okay. But it's just cool. It is just so cool. Now, the wind's already 50 knots, 51. It's really climbing and it's getting bumpy, which is, yeah! What the hell? Yeah, like in real thing, nothing except for a satellite phone. Yep. It's starting to get bumpy. Well, look, between 28 and 38. Let me just have a look. Yeah. So this is our flight. Yeah, 250 to 380. It's forecast between 12:52 and 16:52, and now it's 15:30. So we're right in the middle of that segment. These are fairly accurate. In real life, I've flown through quite a few of them, and sometimes one's going to Adelaide went like right on the edge, and it was just they are very, very accurate. Obviously, they have to be on the more dramatic side, exaggerated. It's better to expect more crap and then be positively surprised than the other way around in aviation. So you're more likely to have less turbulence than predicted than more than predicted. That's why, it's just for safety. So yeah, look, the winds are at 30. Right, there's no clouds. See, there's just nothing. A few tiny little clouds there, but otherwise it's a very, very clear night. Absolutely no. Yeah, there's nothing. Now, let's look at the weather. Yeah, it is significantly. Look at that, at 30 there's like almost no wind at all. Yep. Now once we level off, we just have to make sure we pull the throttles to cruise detent, which is simulated. Once again, it is perfectly... Okay, he's gone. So that was fun. We got the Class Golf OCTA departure with center overlaying at from 3,500 feet, so we had to call him. That was fun. That was really fun. And yeah, 100 knots wind already. Holy cow. Let's take some screenshots. I'm excited for three reasons. One, we're gonna fly at 520 knots true, which is super duper fast. I think that will translate to almost Mach 0.92. Two, we're flying an awesome airplane, one of my favorite airplanes in real life, and one of the best simulated airplanes ever in the sim, whether it's airliners or GA aircraft. Systems wise, this is pretty much the PMDG level, except the actual airplane systems are not as complicated, so obviously you don't have many options. You don't have fancy FMSs, but you have Honeywell anyway. And three, one is speed, one is the airplane, and three, I don't know, I'm just excited. Oh, because it flies well. Because it just flies so well. Now, once we pick up speed, we're gonna have to... the FADEC, I mean, oh my god. It is modeled so accurately. And look, our true airspeed is already 510. And we still have quite a while to go. But yeah, see, it's predicting, it's climbing to Mach 0.92. Now, Citation 10 could do that for many years. Then the Gulfstream 650, I think. Yeah. The 650 or 650R, one of them beat the Citation 10 literally by less than 5 knots. So then Citation 10, the Textron, or Cessna, no, Textron really, Textron Aviation, it came out, okay, cruise D10s, and look, it will not overspeed, unless we get some serious gusts, but otherwise it will not. We're protected, well protected. Yeah, we would need to be higher to get more max speed, but yeah, we're still doing 530 true. 530 knots true. Ironically, winds are calmer here. It's only 86 knots crosswind. But anyway, point is, Textron came up with the idea how to beat the Gulfstream without too much effort. So all they did was replaced the avionics with all the old Honeywells, which are quite heavy. They replaced them with LCD. Oh god, is it G5000? Or is it 3000? No, 5000. And they added winglets, and that took and they call it Citation 10 Plus, and that pushed them extra 2 or 3 knots past the Gulfstream maximum speed. So once again, and until now, it's still like that. Till now, this is the fastest civilian airplane in the world. Since Concorde is not flying anymore, obviously. There's nothing that goes faster in civilian aviation. Civil aviation. Okay, let's start setting it up, because we only have like literally 15 minutes in cruise. Although we're not too high, so maybe 20. So the arrival runway, let's check the weather for Sydney. Well, I was just outside, so I know exactly what it's like, but I want to show you. Weather is 300 at 9 knots, which is great, because at night we have curfew at Sydney Airport. I mean, it was out for a while, really, during when the virus started last year. That's why the Polish Airlines 787-9 came out at 1 a.m. It was okay. They got the permission. A lot of our airplanes did that. It was just easy to get in here from Europe that way. So anyway, so we would have to land on runway 34 left anyway, which is great. So we get headwinds. Sometimes we have it. It's a very long, it's like 13,000 feet runway. Fun fact: it's the It's the longest runway in the southern. It was, I think, or still is. I think the longest runway in the southern hemisphere, and it serves as a backup landing site for the space shuttle. Back when space shuttles were still, up in space. But yeah, before they should close the program. So that's fun fact, because it's long enough, and the approach is over water and all that, so it's suitable. Anyway, 300 at 9. Temperature is 11 and pressure 23. So it's 3 for left, and so that's going to delay the top of descent a bit. That's fine. ILS 3 for left. Star is going to be Bory 3 Alpha. Review. Let's just activate. Bory, Basra, Barrow, which is Berara, a suburb of Sydney up north. Just past Hornsby, where I used to live for many, many years. That used to be my neighborhood. Okay. Tudok, Nasho. Then Vectors, yep, and Sausage. So basically past Nasho, maybe even we'll descend lower. It's a clear night, so we can do that. We can do visual. And that's it. Now let's tune. Now, so it's going to be 110.1. Good. We can pre-select course up here. We can also do it here. It's the same thing. It's just more accurate, I guess, because in front of you. So it's going to be 335, and I was just there. 335. Does that look like? Yeah, it kind of looks like 335. Okay. Right. Hang on. We've got the arrival now landing. So what was the temperature? Shit, I forgot. 11, 300 at 9:23. Temperature 11. It's dry. Yep. Okay, so the runway is 13,000 feet, 12,990. Under our weight and those weather conditions, we require 2,752 feet to stop. To land, that's easy. Our landing weight is going to be about 25,000 pounds, which is well below maximum landing weight. Okay, V speeds. VRF is 18. V approach is 124, which is pretty average for this, for the 10. And that's it. That is it. This is gonna give us. It's gonna give us top of descent. It's gonna do everything for us. Isn't that just awesome? Top of descent in 21 minutes, 184 miles. The systems are unbelievable. And you know what? I'm gonna fly this airplane more often now. Now obviously the frames are fine, because that was built for much weaker computers than we get nowadays, but there's still this annoying thing of memory, because it's a 32-bit platform. So we do have to care about that. As long as it sits above 1, because we still have 1.1 available. That's showing available. As long as it's above 1, there's no issues. So unfortunately, you cannot have too many things open, too many windows. I'm already pushing it with all the streaming things, but seems to be working fine. And it's heavy sceneries, both Orbix, the Gold Coast, and City of Gold Coast, which we didn't really fly over the city, but and fly Tampa in Sydney. Lucky. We're going to overfly the city up high and then kind of to the side, and land from the south towards the north, so we're not going to fly low over the city as we would if we're landing in the opposite direction. So thanks curfew, even though the wind is like that, so we would do it regardless. But yeah, so we should be okay. And look, if we run out of memory on landing, that's not a big deal. You know, we got out of the Gold Coast without any issues, and we're still sitting in 1.1, so that's perfectly fine. But like I said, just don't have too much open. 19 minutes. So now is 15:41. Oh, 43. Having a special little Zulu electronic clock. It's slow. But yeah, so we will, yeah, so top of descent is at about, it's on the hour, pretty much, just past the hour, past 2 o'clock in the morning. That's exciting. So yeah, what we can do is, see, you can, I forgot how you get the girl to be there. I don't know, there's a way. I completely forgot. The winglet is there. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's bumpy. Told you it was going to be bumpy. Oh, hang on. I've got a new follower. Manolia Meow. Okay. Well, thank you. That must have been done when we were setting up. Yeah, it's empty. It's completely empty. So, one viewer. That's embarrassing. Well, look. It's first of all, FSX scares people off. So when people see uh-oh. Oh, I know what happened. I did something. Yeah, it scares people off quite a bit. In Australia, because the flight is in Australia. Oh, my apologies. Look how bumpy it is. Shit, look at the altitude fluctuations. Oh, what? Oh, wow. Yeah. It is that bad. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Got 15 minutes of severe turbulence to get through. It happens, and it's fun in the sim. I mean, it's not wow. It is really nasty. Seriously nasty out there. So yeah, she's not the prettiest because it's oh, that's an add-on. The night sky, that's an add-on. It looks okay from far away. It's a Milky Way thing. It's NVTEX, or whatever you pronounce that. However you pronounce it. Yeah, look at the speed and vertical speed going nuts. Which makes me wonder. Yeah. I just closed the bookmarks. Some people are. What flight? Oh, no, don't worry about it. Let's just go to current location. Seriously? Yeah, now let's see if there are any airplanes flying. There should be some freight airplanes coming this way, so we can see there. No, that's too low. No, that's too low. Yeah. No, that's nowhere near where the but look, they do what they can. 41 and a half. That could be us calibrated. Okay, fair enough. Still, I wanted to check if there's any airplanes flying up high and check their vertical speed. But they're all going through what we went through. So yeah, anyway, let's check what's happening with the stream. Now this is a single monitor setup, so I don't have a second monitor to see the chat, so I'm sorry if it's slightly delayed. But anyway, hope you're enjoying the stream and enjoying the airplane. It is seriously the best airplane. And look, like I said, when you fly at night, it doesn't hurt at all that it's old. Scenery, no one gives a crap at night when you fly at 30,000-40,000 feet. And especially that on longer flights we would climb to 45, 47, 49. Heck, we could do 51. It will climb to 51 if the weight and weather is right. So yeah, come on. Let's get the charts ready for Sydney, although it's my home airport, so I know it well, but I'll pull it up for you maybe too. Alrighty, coming on Bori, let's go through the waypoints and make sure that all the speed restrictions and altitude restrictions are programmed. But see, we're doing 519 true. The wind eased off, but 519 true, 520. That is just so bloody fast. Isn't that awesome? Right. Still a few minutes till top of descent. Okay, Bari, no restrictions. Vazra at or above 8,000. It's in. Barrow at or below 9,000. That's fine. Nope. Then Zonka at or above 6. It's in. Dudok, Nasho, nothing. And later Sausage, we'll just close it ourselves, and Sausage will be at 3,000 feet. Now let's brief the approach. We could do it at descent, but it's a quick flight anyway. Okay, so we'll be landing 34 left, coming from the south, so we'll pretty much circle the whole Sydney area and then get down to land. We've got localized frequency is 110.1, and we have that. We've got that twice. We've got that, and it's 335, and we do have that pre-selected, and it shows here too. Lock 1, lock 2. We don't need lock 2, but oh, there's one. That's good. Now, so like I said, Sausage is going to be at 3,000 feet, and then we're going to intercept, capture the glide slope, rather. Minimums. Oh, minimums. Minimums are going to be 220 Barrow. Barrow at 220. Barrow at 220, so that's set. Missed approach. Missed approach procedure. Track heading 335 at Mentor 500 feet, turn left, track 320, climb to 3000, or as directed by ATC. So basically runway heading at 500 feet, turn left, heading 320, climb to 5000. That's it. So we've got our charts ready. We've briefed the approach. Everything's looking good. Let's have a quick look at fuel. Yeah, every single button that is important works in this simulation. It is just so exciting. Finally. We've had it for like 15 years now. Sure, it's not very pretty, so that's why maybe I'm not gonna fly it during the day. But my apologies. Okay, so we're slightly off. I think it's me. Eight minutes till top of descent. Nice and easy. Still doing almost 520 trim. Fuel's looking good, temperature's looking good, pressure's good. So at that altitude, mid-30s, we are burning about 1,500 pounds per side, and that's very high speed, 3,000 pounds. The book says 3.5, so we're doing well. We're doing very well. Best thing is that systems work. The FMSs works. Both work, and they are independent. And FADEC works. That is the most important thing, really. You set it to cruise or climb, detent, and it will calculate and hold the right settings for you. That is just absolutely brilliant. I'm just so happy. Last couple of days, all we did was learn new stuff and struggle with the airplanes that weren't properly functioning. But now everything works fine. The only thing is, it's embarrassing because it's FSX, but it's not embarrassing at all. Sorry. Choked on water. Look, it doesn't look that bad. Especially if you do this. That is just awesome. You wouldn't tell this is FSX. The edges, pylons and all that stuff, and obviously outside. Yeah. But other than that, it is. I pretty much reinstalled FSX on the new computer when I got it some months ago. There was an update for P3D version 5, and then obviously the Microsoft Sim. But I thought, you know what? I miss the Citation 10. One, the airplane's awesome. Two, the simulation's so brilliant. So, downloaded. I lost my CDs. I had the CDs, but like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. Like as soon as it came out. Obviously, I have no idea where they are. Who knows where things are? They're that old. So, I had to bite the bullet, and I paid for the Steam. Now, come to think of it, I should have gone for the P3D version, P3D version 3, But that's okay, I just got Steam edition. 5 minutes, but it will give us a beep, so we don't really have to. We don't have to follow that. It could, you know what we could do? We could actually go properly to 34. I don't know why we're sitting at 30. Oh, because of the turbulence, and then I knocked the switch. But point is, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so happy to fly it. Yeah, it's my fault that it's not sitting at 34, but I just can't be bothered fixing it. It's fine. I can, if you really want. Just get those extra 200 feet. But there's no traffic, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. In a country that is pretty much all under lockdown now. In Sydney, our lockdown here started on June 26th. Today is August 7th already. Jesus, how many weeks is that? It was a Friday, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks already. Tonight is 6 weeks exactly. And my job is not essential. No, I mean, music and entertainment, I guess. So it's not essential. So I don't have a reason to go anywhere. Oh, a few more bumps, eh? Yep. So we're stuck at home. Which is fun because we can do Twitch. We'll still hear the beep from there, so the chime, not the beep. Nothing will actually get rid of those until I practice my P's. I remember I used to know this technique, the plosives, but it's been a while since I had to do any voice. My voice is not suitable for recordings. My wife is a very good voice actress. She studied with studied with the Edge Studio in New York, one of the best voiceover schools in the world. Damn, now it's getting bumpy again. So she can do stuff, and she has recorded things like, you know, commercials, cartoons, voiceovers. But my voice, oh god, no. So these mics are awesome, so unfortunately you can hear my real voice. But you know what? Who gives a shit? I don't work with my voice, I work with my fingers. And they are awesome, so that's what counts. Okay, there we go. So let's go there. So now first restriction from below will be 8,000. So we're gonna head. What am I? 8,000 it is. And all we have to do is pull the throttles. There's Cessnock, very popular GA airport in the Hunter Valley, where we do a lot of training flights from Sydney. is such an awesome airplane. Off we go. And we don't even have to press anything. It will just take care of itself. And it works. It just works. Wow, it's bumpy. So yeah, both the speed and altitude will fluctuate quite a bit, but you know, it's a severe turbulent SIGMET, so it's expected, and it wasn't too bad. Seriously, it wasn't too bad. It was fun for a while, but overall, it wasn't bad at all. Okay, let's go through checklists. Shame that more people aren't watching, because it's such a good airplane. You know, I'm sure a lot of people have it, and a lot of people deleted it. I mean, who now has both, all three? Like, you know, Microsoft MSFS, P3D, version 5 most likely, and FSX. And I only have FSX for this one particular airplane. I mean, level D767 is awesome, but it also looks crap. But then again, for night flying, it should be fine. But yeah, so all the scenery, all the Orbix, I just like hundreds of gigabytes of stuff I've got installed just for this one airplane. So I'm gonna fly it a lot now because it's just so good. It flies so well. That should be on FMS, but it's fine if it's not. As long as they are. See, they're all modeled properly. They're all independent. That will connect to the sim, and not that it matters. Live flights. Yeah, there's quite a few. We are. Why are we not? I don't know why. It's not showing our flight. Oh, maybe we have to refresh because we just, you know, connected. GPS tracker. Or maybe we have to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just needed to catch us. All right, who cares? Let's focus on. Oh, no, I'm too slow. Let's focus on flying. Let's see if we need to update anything. Oh, some clouds rolling in. 310 at 10. 11. Nah, there's no difference. But we might get some cloud banks down, which is where I got my license. It's already. Yeah, overcast. Oh, basically fog rolling in, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. So with slant visibility, when we're on downwind, because we're gonna be on downwind at about 6,000 feet, really. That's how the star takes us in, and so we'll be able to see it well. But once we are at a shallow angle approaching the runway, if there's fog, then we just might not see it. From above we can see right through the fog, but anyway, here's Sydney. Right there on the left, I don't know if you can see, you cannot see the cursor. Right there you see Palm Beach, you can kind of see it here. YPLB, Palm Beach, basically seaplane airport, and that's obviously the beach where they film Home and Away, if you're into that stuff. I remember watching Home and Away long before, when I was back in Europe, long before I knew that I would ever move to Australia. So that was, and then I live in the city where they film it. Ironically, I've lived here for 19 years and I haven't been there to see them film it yet. Should do that, definitely. And yeah, Palm Beach, and then we're gonna have Hornsby area to the right soon. Barara, which is we got DME already picking up the DME. So we are 30 miles from the airport, from the runway threshold, correction. And we're coming in from the south, so from the other side of the airport. So probably have about 50-ish track miles to go. Actually, let's see if my calculations are correct. 60 miles to go, track miles. I said 50-ish, so 60 is good enough. In fact, oh look, it's 59. I said 50-ish, that's correct. I'm just so happy. Yes, it's not as pretty. Sure, it's not, but so what? Well, that's a great thing. We have a choice. Today I might be in the mood for something that has awesome systems, flies fast, and it's modeled well, and looks decent at night. Tomorrow I might be in the mood for eye candy, and I might, fly the new sim. Anyway, you can see the city of Sydney and Harbour Bridge, and that's the North Shore. That's been my home area for many, many years. Now we're in the city. Actually, our building is modeled. I like, what I like doing? I like simulating. This is great for practicing IFR approaches. So you actually have to get used to your instruments. I've got it set up as, one of the shortcuts in Chase Plane. So anyway, that's the upper house. I don't have the full scenery, I think. I should install it again. And this building to the right there. Oh yeah, we're turning right. That little building, the furthest one on the right, the high rise, that's where we are right now. And ironically, our windows are facing that way, so I can actually see the airplanes doing this. So that's pretty cool. Also, ironically, it was modeled better and more correctly in this sim, even. Correct number of floors, because we got about 50-something floors, 50-story building. Wow. Where are you? Did I zoom in too much? Yeah. And in the new Orbix MSFS, they screwed up and put the building as like super giant windows, and yeah, we're halfway here on this site. That is so cool. I'm not scared to tell you where I live because it's a very secure building, so even if you know, you won't get in. You know, so I don't care about that. So now let's check the charts and let's continue. Zonka is at or above 6. So right now we go to 6. The only thing is that it's easy in real life, but it's hard in the sim. It's hard because the knobs are down there, and while twisting the knobs you cannot really see that. In real life you don't look at the knobs, you just, you know, twist with your hand. But that's fine. So yeah, you can see what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly around this way and yep. Get all the way around the airport and then turn left and land. You know what I'm thinking? Let's do vertical speed and let's get down quickly, because we can close the approach, we can do visual. We don't have to go full ILS. We can. I don't know, do you want to? We could, but it's just faster and easier, especially before the fog rolls in. There's Sydney, city, and the airport. So yeah, we're gonna land on 34 left. This is it, 13,000 foot runway. We're gonna roll and vacate Gulf, and the general aviation apron area is right there. Fun fact, if you have the Flight Tampa scenery in P3D and Microsoft Flight Sim, all the signs, all the aviation signs and some of the road signs in the G area are my photos.
Check out 10%.
Oh yeah, transition. It's 11,000 in fact, so. So yeah, that's a cool feeling. I sent them over to George, and yeah. I don't think they updated that for FSX, so we won't see them in FSX because that's a very old thing. But P3D and the version 2 scenery, which came out a year ago, less than a year ago, and Microsoft Flight Sim, my photos. It's just a great feeling when you know that, hey, that's my photo. Okay, so see, we didn't bust any restrictions, everything is good. Now, once we get past Nasho, we'll switch to heading mode, and we'll see how the glide slope's doing, and we might. I think you can go straight from Nasho to Sausage, I think, because because we can. It's a clear night. Oh, somebody's taking off. So let's type that, just so they know. Or wait, should we? Yeah, we can just type that. We'll do it like this. And then I type X, 10, because I'm so proud of the airplane. All right, by now we can get lower. Hang on, that's more important. Aviate, navigate, then communicate. Now let's switch to heading mode. Let's sync it first. Heading mode, then we go to nav. And yeah, that was just a pre-select we guessed, and it was 334. It's really close, so we can just fix that and make 335 exactly. So we're on the right the opposite course of 155, perfect. And as soon as the glide slope allows us, then we're going to turn onto base. So you know, because there's traffic, let's light up. Seat belt on as well. That's the sim, so who cares? Let's put a taxi line on. We wouldn't do that in real life because, you know, the wheels are inside the wheel well. So, and especially if they're all, you know, incandescent lights, they would just overheat and could even catch fire. I'll fix that later. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. See what happened? I wasn't paying attention, so it's my fault. We almost stalled. Oh my gosh. That's why we should be careful. We should be careful. Aviate, navigate, then communicate. And that sent us up high. I mean, we'll still make it, it's no issues, but just be oh! Okay, okay, that is not... Yeah, my inputs were not exactly... Yeah, it's entirely my fault. Because I wanted to type the message to the guy. Just don't do that.
Slides extend.
And we're gonna overshoot because of that. And that is not cool. Just shouldn't have been typing, you know? That's a big mistake. Don't do that, folks. Then again, in real life, you wouldn't. So that would not happen, because you just press the button and speak instead of you know, typing. And small adjustments. See what I'm doing? I'm really messing it up. Well, the wind is doing its thing too. Now, see, so much shit happening because of one simple error of me ignoring the basic rule of aviation: aviate, navigate, communicate. Or I put communicate ahead of aviate. We'll just arm the approach. And I'm just chasing the localizer. That's the stupidest thing. It's just a chain reaction, you know. You miss that, and then you realize that this is gone, and then you start overcompensating and doing this and that. and again and again. And you know, the aircraft is it weighs a couple of tons, so obviously needs. How ironic that I only sent one message after all that, you know, typing and wasting time. Well, missed approach altitude is 3,000, so at least that's good.
Flaps 5. Flaps 15.
We'll make a call on the radio at 5 miles as well. Yeah, it's kind of 5 miles, who cares?
You're down.
Flaps 30.
And traffic Sydney, citation Kilo Romeo Zulu is 5 mile final, runway 34 left, traffic Sydney. Alright. So now it's stable, but see. Haha, cześć, witam. Zaraz ci coś powiem. No, pogoda jest nie najlepsza, to jest niestety. Mieliśmy 100 węzłów wiatr w powietrzu, prosto z boku. Teraz jest tylko 10, to nie jest tak źle, ale zaraz coś powiem. It just flies so freaking good. Such an old airplane, but it is.
1,000.
There's a reason why it was the best add-on for many, many years. Speed is right on the money, and 120 knots, doing 600 feet per minute. Perfect, 3 degree. That is just what we want. I just love this airplane so much. I loved it 10 years ago. I'm falling in love again.
500.
Shack. Okay, autopilot disengaged. Still a bit of wind from the left. 10 knots crosswind. Not too bad. When I got my real license, I had 12 knot crosswind on the exam, on the check ride, I guess. That was fine. And it was in a tiny little Piper. Now we could do a long landing because we have
100.
a long way till we vacate, but that's okay.
50. 40. 20. 10.
Speed brake extended.
6 lights? No 6 lights? Actually at night we don't need that. I thought it was smoother. It felt smoother than 130. Oh, who cares? That's not exactly the most important thing. We're gonna roll all the way
60
to Gulf and then clean up once we vacate the runway, not before. Okay, coming up on Gulf, and we'll do a little debrief. Even with weather, such heavy scenery, and Flight Tampa Sydney is famous for being very heavy, and a 32-bit platform and streaming and a few other programs open, we're still getting 20 knots, 20 frames per minute per second. It's 2:30 in the morning. Okay, let's clean up and make some calls. And Traffic Sydney citations, clear off all the runways, taxiing that Gulf to domestic 5. Traffic Sydney. Okay, taxi stays on. We'll do it this way. Heats off, recognition off, strobes off. Start the APU. We could wait with that because it's a long taxi, it's a long bleed air on medium, that's fine. And what we need to do is turn the weather radar off. Hang on, where is it? It's here. It is off. So we don't fry the guys, because you could really mess up with their health with that. Okej. Stary, jesteś jeszcze, czy już cię nie ma? Chyba jesteś jeszcze. Yeah, so I'll probably say in both English and Polish. It doesn't matter. Point is, it's a huge, the biggest mistake you can make really in aviation. Well, not the biggest, but everything was going so well. I was so excited because the airplane is so amazing and it flies so well. And we've got some ATC on departure. It was really cool. And all I did was ignore the basic rule of aviate, navigate, communicate. When we're turning base, we're still descending. We're supposed to manage the speed, manage the height, intercept the localizer, capture the glide slope, a lot of crucial things. But I noticed somebody taking off, so I wanted to type the message. And you know what happens when you start typing. You go away from this, or you look down and you don't see what's ahead of you. And then we almost stalled, and then tried to, make up for that, and went the other way, and it just got messy, and it took a couple minutes actually to stabilize and get back on the get the localizer. So people, just don't make the mistake that I made today. It's just if someone's coming, use the frequency. I could have just pressed the button and talked. I could have said where I am, that I can see you, and I'm going to be coming in from the opposite direction, because that's what you do at night in Sydney during curfew. But no, I thought I'll type it. And not just type the message to him, but I also started typing the future messages. That is just stupid. That is so stupid what I did. Especially after such a great flight where everything worked. Every single thing worked. And we followed the checklist on the iPad just quietly, and everything was done. And then you got it out by doing something so basic. Okay, once we get into the apron, we'll kill the taxi lights. Oh yeah, one fun thing about Fly Tampa, the trucks want to kill you. They will try it, and they will drive into your airplane. You better have collision disabled, because they will drive right through you. I don't know. It's funny. You cannot stop that. Yeah, these are the old signs. They did not update, obviously, that one, because why would they? But the new version 2, both P3D and Microsoft Flight Sim, has new photos, because Hawker Pacific, most locations in Australia, not all, but most, have been taken over by Jet Aviation. Jet Aviation acquired Hawker Pacific here. So, and all the signs, everything is by yours truly. Just walked around with the camera last year. I think it was around July. It was July last year. And so let's go to... Maybe let's go to Jet Aviation, which is what used to be Hawker Pacific. And then we can just go out there, and there's McDonald's and there's Krispy Kreme. And this is parking for the ambulance King Airs and Royal Flying Doctor Service King Airs as well. Or PC-24 now too, but we don't have them based in Sydney. They visit occasionally, but Ibis Hotel, and we often park there and just go. It's my daughter's favorite spot, because you can get Krispy Kreme, McDonald's, and watch some airplanes. Yeah, this is good enough. I should have done sideways. Oh, this is fine too. I've seen airplanes park like that in real life. Okay, we made it. Now, let's have a looky. APU is perfect. Tail flat, that's good, that's good. That's still, engines are running, so beacon's still on. Cross ties closed, yeah, that's about it, yes. Alright, we can shut down. Everything works. Seriously, everything works in here. You want to go through this? It is just incredible. Absolutely incredible simulation. Okay. Alright, beacon goes off, seatbelts off, just nav and tail. Let's open the doors. Alright, let's get the wine back. Whoops, we forgot to put the wine and the glass. Where's the glass? Yep. Close the cabinet. Naughty pilot. I forgot to do that. And yep. Let's open the doors. And now we're starting to run out of memory. Ha! See, but that's... Oh, wow. That's really bad. That's really bad. But hey, say now they can bite us because we're landed and we're safe on the ground. And everything is awesome. High five. Now what we can do is... Well, that's good enough. I mean, we could do a lot of things. We could shut it down properly. But this is fine. I don't care. Because Sim's gonna crash in a second due to memory. Alright folks, well, that's it. Let's end this before we crash. Before the sim disconnects. We can see our flight on Sim Aware. We are right here. So this was the guy, yeah, Malaysian, A330. Because of him, I almost stalled and crashed. Stupid me. because I saw him depart and he was departing this way, and I wanted to type instead of flight bloody airplane. But otherwise, yeah, beautiful, beautiful flight. So this is us from Platinum. We taxied out. Technically, this is crossing the runway, so we did that. ATC was online, but it was Brisbane approach, and Gold Coast at night past 1300 Zulu is class Golf up until like 3,500 feet, if I remember correctly. So we did OCTA departure outside control airspace, and we just called him for code. And yeah, we called him again airborne, like 1,000 feet, and he gave us onward clearance. Then we're alone. This was nasty. We went through the segment of severe turbulence between 25 and 38,000 feet, and certainly it felt that way. Speed was fluctuating, altitude was fluctuating, and it was messy. Then I cleared it later, and it was just calm and nice. And that was fun. And this is where the stupid mess happened, because when we're, pretty much on downwind, I saw him take off this way or taxi, so I started typing those messages instead of flying a bloody airplane. So that was messy, but then we recovered and obviously landed safely. And yeah, vacated on Golf. Isn't this sad when you see the airplanes parked on the runway? This will be a truly sad memory. They spent about a year. The runway was closed for about a year, so now it's used for arrivals and departures. In fact, the last few days was really windy, and whenever it is, we get westerly winds very strong, up to over 100 kilometers an hour actually. Our building is like 50 floor high, and we can feel it, and it gets creaking and scary noises sometimes when the wind. Last week or 2 weeks ago, it hit 110 kilometers an hour in the city, which was seriously unpleasant. So everything was flying around. It was seriously, and we're only halfway up. But yeah, so thank God now they can use runway 25, because things get a little uncomfortable when you have such crosswind, like 40 knot crosswind, just cannot go. And yeah, obviously that, because we went this way, but I think it takes 7 seconds to register. So then we arrived, and that's it. And we are parked at Jet Aviation, which in the scenery is still depicted as Hawker Pacific, whereas in real life, Jet Aviation took over Hawker Pacific, acquired Hawker Pacific a couple of years ago. So like I said, the new Flight Tampa, the version 2, has the update, and it's got actually my signs. So that is exciting. Okay, we're good. We're done. How's that? Hey, it got better. See, it got a little better. Recovered. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Very successful flight with one huge mistake, which I'm not going to make again. I learned my lesson today. But otherwise, everything is as planned. This is just... I think it is. I mean, Fly Simulator right now is almost as good, and their systems are pretty much almost on the same level, but obviously they're prettier, because they've been created just a few years ago, like 2 years ago, and this is like a 15-year-old airplane. But the systems and how it flies, it is just unbeatable. This is like PMDG of general aviation, exactly same level. So yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching. We're gonna do a lot of that actually nowadays, because as embarrassing as it is flying FSX at night at altitude, you don't see it. And yeah, this looks good. This looks perfectly acceptable. There's absolutely no issues flying that in the year 2021. There's no problem with that. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thanks for letting me follow. Much appreciated. It's a new channel, building it up slowly. I had the beep was because we opened the door. And yeah, we might do another flight in a couple minutes, but not in the citation. Maybe we'll do the other citation in MSFS. How do you even call that new sim? MSFS, MSFS 2020, Microsoft Sim. I think the easiest way to say it is FS 2020. But yeah, thanks for that, and we'll catch you possibly tonight. Although it's 3 a.m., maybe I should go to sleep. I don't know. See ya. Much appreciated. Thanks. See ya.